Welcome back to episode number 32 of our Tranmere Rovers Road to Glory career mode. We have got a transfer deadline day to quickly go over. We have got a couple of contracts to give out in today's episode, and we've got big games coming up. Bolton Wanderers, who beat us twice last season. We've got Leeds United, recently relegated from the Premier League last season, so that will be a tough opponent. We've got Birmingham City, who we have struggled to beat in this series so far, Blackburn Rovers, and maybe the Merseyside derby against Everton, which it will be a tough one for us. Now, in the last episode, I did say potentially we could look at bringing in one more player. I'm leaning towards a right back, but maybe we might just leave that until the January transfer window opens, but we will see what opportunity presents itself anyway. It will all depend on whether we can send out Joseph Goodwin on loan from now till the end of the January transfer window. He's 19 years of age, but he's got that exciting prospect tag, and I really do think if he goes out on loan, he could be that player that brings us £11 million next season to be able to pay our second installment for the new stadium. That is the plan anyway. If he goes out on loan, I would want to bring in a new right back, but if he stays, it means there will be no need for a right back, because although he's left-footed, he can play as a right back, as we know. And by the way, I do apologize, guys. The last 2 or 3 youth academy players that have gone on to get first team contracts, I haven't been able to show their scout report. And I do know some of you like the idea of showing the scout report. It's just because we haven't had a goalkeeper in the academy to be able to play the academy games. And when I don't play the academy games, I can't show the scout report. But one player we're going to promote here, with the idea of loaning him out before the end of the transfer window, is Alex Driscoll. We lost his brother, Ethan Driscoll, at the end of last season, unfortunately, but we will promote Alex here, who is a centre attacking midfielder, 89 to 94 potential, and the idea is to send him out on loan immediately. 10 hours to go in the transfer deadline day. Come on, where are the loan offers for Driscoll and Joseph Goodwin? We need those loan offers to be able to do anything in this transfer window. Otherwise, there is no point bringing in a right back. That's a loan offer for Alex Driscoll there. Let's take a look. I think that looks like it might be from, I thought it was from Exeter for some reason. It's a 2-year loan. I want to send him out on loan, but not for 2 seasons. I'm just going to negotiate that just for a season-long loan. And that is 1 down, 1 more to go. Alex Driscoll joining Hermannstadt, who I believe are in the Romanian Super League, if I'm not mistaken, for a season-long loan. Hopefully he's back the next season, a better player, and we will make a decision then on what to do with him. And here we go, Joseph Goodwin heading to the French League to Brest for a season-long loan. This is less of a footballing decision, but more of a financial decision. I think with the potential tag of an exciting prospect, he should develop quite nicely, and hopefully we will go on to sell him next season for our second installment. It's a shame though that at the stage where we are, where we want to hopefully try and finish in the top 6 this season, we are having to make financial decisions rather than footballing decisions, but it is what it is. We have got just under £6.2 million left in our transfer budget there, which it's a decent amount, doesn't it? Looking at it, but we have got between 8 to 10 players to give contract to, and that includes the likes of Charlie Webster, the likes of Kerr Gibb as well, and these are players that would at least want to double their wages given their performances in the last few seasons with us. We will have to give them the contract, otherwise we risk losing those players on a free, and we still have to send out the youth academy scouts. In total, it will probably cost us about £3 million to achieve all of those things, and that really leaves us with about £3 million left to spend for the remainder of this transfer window, as well as the January transfer window. Maybe we might not need a right back, We've got Leo Connor, who is our captain for the season. I mean, Tom Davies retiring last season. Leo Connor will take over as our captain for this season. He's 65 rated. I think we need to do better at right back. We've also got Norman, who can, of course, play there. Defensively, he's been a little bit suspect this season. Maybe it will, or it might not be the end of the world, just saving our transfer budget going into the January transfer window and then see what happens then. But we have got some decent players that have been recommended by the scouts for that right back position. We have got Um, Baldovino Semino, I really do like that name, but 2.2 to 3 million pounds, which just puts him out of our budget right now. We've got James Donnelly. We don't know his overall rating just yet, but 1.6 million pounds in market value. And Pedersen have got 1.2 million pounds in market value. You've got Gadi Pierre and Beyuku, who is a right back, one of those freakish players that I think can pretty much play in any position on the pitch. Look how well-rounded he is for a right back. But again, he's on the expensive side of things, between 2 to 2.8 million pounds. That would take up a chunk of our budget. We will only have about 200 to 500k left by the time we go out to give players contract. And going into the January transfer window with that amount of money, it doesn't make sense. Calvin Ramsey is probably my preferred option, but again, 3.8 million pounds. What we will do is save that money for now and just we will trust Lee O'Connor and Cameron Norman to do that job for us. If we need to do something in the January transfer window in the right back position, then we will go back to that. But for now, there's 2 hours left in the transfer window. Oh, wow, some big deadline day deals going on there. Benjamin Sesko to Manchester United for 112 million pounds, and Tell joining Fulham for how's Fulham got 71 million pounds to spend on a transfer deadline day. This is what I keep saying though. You try to keep career mode realistic, but when you see teams spending that amount of money, how's Fulham got 71 million pounds to spend? It's incredible. It's really, really incredible. But that is the transfer window over. And that means from now till the January transfer window opens, we will focus on what we have. It's Bolton Wanderers. Like I said, we lost to them twice last season. 3 wins and a draw for us in the new season. We've already picked up 10 points, which at this stage last season, I think we're about 6 points better off, which it's an incredible start to the season. We know that. They've got Platt and Collins starting up front for them. Platt especially was a handful the last time we came up against this Bolton Wanderers side. And last season, twice we played against them. He was a handful. Adamson starts from the right-hand side. It means Kerr Gibb is on the bench for this game. Richard Kone is up front. And it's all about the consistency, isn't it? We know we can win games against pretty much anyone. And we know we want to push for that top 6 this season, which will be difficult. We just have to be a little bit more consistent against teams like Bolton Wanderers, who finished in the bottom 5 or bottom 6 last season, but yet they got 6 points against us. Richard Kone, man, we know headers are broken actually on this year's game. It's just my ego really is the reason I'm still going for more crosses. I just keep thinking, maybe this time, if he wins the header, he's gonna score from it. It's nothing to do with the player's heading accuracy or the player's ability on the air or the player's ability to score from heading situations. It's all about, oh my God, it's all about the mechanics of the game that is just not working for headers. And guess who is that? It is Platt that have got the opening goal for Bolton Wanderers here. You know, this season when we have gonna go down as we did against Norwich, it's a good finish there by the way from Platt. But when we've got to go down, I'm not panicky to say. I mean, it's a strange thing to say that when you go down. Last season, I was almost sort of in a hurry to try and get the equalizer, in a hurry to try and go and win the games, which didn't work in our favor. Excellent defending there from Billy Kumetio. Webster has been taken out, but he gets up, he carries on going here, and Charlie Webster finds Mulligan. Richard Kone made a good run there, but I just couldn't release the pass sooner, and Webster finds him down. It is in the back of the net. It's all about that touch. It's all about that touch from Richard Kone. Take a look at this. That touch was so vital. That little touch here to just take him in front of the defender. Otherwise, the big centre-back was going to get in front of him. But he scored from a goalkeeping error against Cardiff in our last game. And he's opened. He's got his second goal here against Bolton. What a finish. 2 goals in 5 games. I mean, top goal scorer last season. Yeah, that's going to be a yellow card, isn't it? He completely took out Charlie Webster there. The referee, though, played a good advantage, I've got to say. Gotta say, he played a really good advantage there. If he had, I mean, can you imagine if he had stopped the game and gave us a free kick? We would have never have scored from that, would we? Sometimes the referees just to allow a few seconds to see if they can play a good advantage, which he did there. Kumetio once again winning possession back for us defensively. He's been solid in this game. Adamson plays in Richard Kone. Get it. And that is the second goal of the game for Kone. And we have turned it around from one goal down. And we're 2-0 up going into the break here. What a turnaround in the first half. But the pass been blocked. But Lauritsen carries on though. It's a corner. I don't know which player to compare Lauritsen to. He can do everything. If we want to keep hold of the ball, he dictates the play quite well. He's tenacious. He can win the ball back for us when we need to. And if you give him opportunity to score goals, he looked like he could be a goal scoring threat. He's already scored one this season. Oh, it's a good cross as well. Kumetio just off target. And I did say Lauritsen was going to be arguably our most important signing of the season, and given the fact that the other signings that we have brought in is Bergstrom in goal, we've also brought in Collins, who was a left back stroke centre back for us this season. I mean, Lauritsen is going to be our most important signing of the season. We've been controlling the game in the last 20 minutes of this game, to say. If any team is going to get that next goal, it looks like it's going to be ourselves. Adamson goes for it with his left foot. Oh, what a save. And that's it. It's a 2-1 victory for us. A turnaround on this one. And we've got our first victory against Bolton Wanderers, by the way. Tough opponent. They scored the first goal, and I thought it might just be one of those days again. But 2 goals from Richard Kone just before the end of the first half seals the victory for us, and we will continue that unbeaten run. And looking at some of the players with 9 months left in their contract there is crazy. I mean, Charlie Webster has been so influential for us since we signed him from Burton Albion, I believe, for 900k or 800k. We signed him for. He's now 71 rated. I mean, he's so influential to this team as well. 3 assists in 4 games in the league this season in that number 10 position. Is so much better than anyone else that we have in that position. We've got Kergib, he's 20 years of age, so no rush to give him a new contract. The fact that I know he cannot sign a pre-contract agreement. He's not 23 years of age. But Wester, though, we cannot afford to delay this anymore. We've got Arthur Stewart, 67 rated. We will give him a new contract. We will also give Henry and Cameron Norman a new contract. So with Norman's new contract, the most important thing there is we can reduce that squad role from importance to maybe a squad rotation player. But let's sort out one quickly here for Charlie Webster. Yeah, I think he deserves it. Why not? Double his wages there to 14k a week, 10k in signing on bonus as well. Crucial first team role for the next 3 seasons. I think if we manage to get this one sorted, which he should go on to accept that. It's a reasonable offer. I'm so happy, that we are tying him down here for the next 3 seasons at Prenton Park, unless, a bigger team goes on to put a ridiculous offer for him. But since we signed him from Burton Albion, he's been a key player for us in this team. Next on the line here is Kergib, once again, a player that have had big impact to this team ever since he was promoted from the youth academy into the first team. He will get 12k in wages though, and 10k in signing on bonus. As we all know, youth academy players or players promoted from the youth academy, they never go on to earn the same amounts as players you sign. That happens in football all the time, but we will submit our offer. It's a crucial role. It's a 4 years contract for him. It's not quite what he wants, but he's happy to accept that deal. He was fantastic last season for us, by the way, and he's already scored 2 goals this season, and we hope that continues. I'm not quite sure why I thought this game against Leeds United was a league game, but it is the Carabao Cup, the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup. So far, in the first couple of rounds, I think we have beat Millwall in the first round, and in the second round, we have gone on to beat Norwich. That results where we came from behind to win against Norwich 2-1. Going into the 3rd round, though, there are still some really good teams left, as you'd expect. Premier League teams. Leeds United is a Premier League team. Brentford, Fulham facing up against each other. Chelsea play Bristol City. You've got Tottenham away from home to Plymouth. You have also got Burnley there against Huddersfield. Manchester United still in it, away from home against Blackburn. And Southampton against Ipswich Town there. West Ham is still in it. But let's go into this one against Leeds United. Can we do it again in the third round of this competition? Come on, the Rovers. Whenever I think about Leeds United, I just think big fan base, massive football club as well. Leeds United, by the way, the rivalry with Manchester United as well. They've got the derby with Huddersfield, which is not the biggest of derby, let's be honest, but the rivalry with Manchester United. They've got a big stadium. All they need to do is get it right. They have been promoted back to the Premier League again, but you'd expect them to be one of the favourites to go back down. But when I say get it right, in terms of recruitment, in terms of having the right manager in place, in terms of playing the right style of football to be able to remain in the Premier League. I mean, look at what teams like Brentford are doing. Look at what Bournemouth are doing in the Premier League. Brighton, look at what teams like that are doing. And Leeds United, you would say, are a much bigger football club than those three teams. But for some reason, they are a massive yo-yo club that will get promoted and they will go straight back down the following season. Oh, what a hit. What a hit from Odegaard, I think, who they have signed from Tottenham, it looks like, on the game at least. Or they've signed from Burnley, I'm not quite sure. Am I confusing Odegaard with someone else? I think they've signed him from Tottenham. They have signed him from Tottenham, but what a finish there to give the home side the goal in the opening 5 minutes of the game. Once again, we have to progress to the next round in the Carabao Cup. We've got to come from behind to do it, just as we did against Norwich, just as we did in the last game in the league against Bolton Wanderers. It's going to be a much tougher test, though, to do that here. Arthur Stewart, for some reason, he's the most advanced white player there, the left back. It's a big save. If we turn this game around, maybe it's time we start getting called the comeback kings. I mean, it's not easy to go behind and turn games around, but we seem to have the knack of doing that at the moment. Oh, interception, it's going to get cleared. Like I said, whenever we have conceded, I'm a little bit more calmer this season compared to last season. I just think the quality in this team, although not the best team right now, we're now a 3-star team, by the way. We're now a 3-star team, which is an improvement, of course, from last season. Not the sort of improvement we would want, but slow, gradual improvement. Sometimes it's the best way to build a team. Omari Patrick, oh, what a pass that is from Enis Cameron, who gets the assist for that one. And Omari Patrick is still going, 64 rated. Now his 4th season now at Tranmere Rovers, and he's still going. Montaigne, he's been really good in this game, especially on the defensive side of things. Caleb Parkin just couldn't turn quickly enough there. We lost possession, but one last attack for Leeds before the end of the first half. Rhys Williams have done well to not allow him to progress their attack, but they did manage to find the shot. It is on target, and Harrison, it looks like there with the shot on target. He will go on to take the corner here as well. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, what a save again. I have no idea how he's managed to find that much space in our box to win that header, but what a save from McGee. He might not be our number 1 anymore, McGee, but he's still got it in the cup games, you know. Out wide, Goosen, the number 4, who has been a threat all game going forward from that left-hand side. Odegaard, the other player that we have been unable to stop in this game. It's a good save. Odegaard going for the second double save from McGee. And it's been cleared off the line by Rhys Williams. They ended the first half well, Leeds United, and they have started the second half just as well. Montaigne to Cameron, out wide to Ben Roos, who is playing in that inverted wide position today. Oh, Parkin, stop it, Caleb Parkin. The balance of the big man. You know, what I keep saying, right? When we promoted, of all the players we have promoted from the youth academy to the first team, he's the one that I had the least expectation for in terms of what he was going to go on and achieve in the first team. when we promoted him, I liked his height, the fact that he was 6'2". I thought he was going to go on to be a good centre back for us, but you know what? He's gone on to be a really good centre midfielder. His balance, his ability to just run past players is a match. I'm really enjoying using him right now in that centre midfield. Come on, if we can just hang on for the remaining 25 minutes of this game. Norman wins the header. Belarus, who is being our most attacking threat in this game. It gives us something similar to Kergib, doesn't it? But over the top here to Odua. That should have been the third. And game over. But big save from the keeper. Yeah, it gives us... It's just... What I mean similar to Kergib is its ability on the ball to glide past his opponent, Ayman Belarus. I really like that loan sign. Like I said, if we can make it permanent next season, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that at all. Oh, Arthur Stewart, how has he not scored a goal in this game? As a left back, he's had a shot on target and he's hit the post as well in a game against Premier League Leeds United. And once again, we've turned the game around from behind to win the game and progress to the next round. We should be called the comeback kings right now. We're so good at turning games around. And up next here for us is Birmingham City of Prenton Park. The Blues have had a poor start to the season and just one win and 4 defeats in their opening 5 games of the championship season. Just a 3 points for them in a possible 15-point poor start. I mean, last season they did finish in the bottom 6, just like Bolton Wanderers. And just like Bolton Wanderers, we lost to them twice last season. These are the sorts of teams where if we need to be consistent, if we need to try and push for that top 6, we have got to be winning games against the Birmingham Cities, which, to be fair, their style of play, they play with the genuine pressing style, which it makes it so difficult, especially when you play against teams that have got the right players to play that system. They're so tenacious, Birmingham City. One way to try and sort of break them down here is actually to allow them to press us, but when they press, just play that little pass over the top to our centre midfielders. I'm just hoping the fans do not press with the attack, which you would expect them to do so. Oh my God. I don't know what we can do to stop him, Jay Stanfield. It's every time we play against Birmingham, he scores against us. You know, starting from our second season in the BSM Trophy, he scored against us. Last season, he scored against us home and away, and he scored against us again. I don't know what we're going to do. They've signed Clinton Matter from Lyon, the right back there. That's a good signing for Birmingham, you know. And it's fell for Stanfield again. What can we do to stop that player right now? Liso and Duadera combining. We get the... Oh my God, we get the interception momentarily, or the block rather, but it fell kindly to Birmingham City, and that should have been the second for Stanfield there, I believe. What can we do to stop him? It's impossible right now, but look at the run from Charlie Webster, the turn from Kergib, equally as... Oh, I was just about to say equally as impressive, but it's just gone a little bit too early, or the pass just a second or two late there. Throw in to Kergib to Webster, who is been the one that have stepped up in this game. It's almost been like, I can take all the pressure all on my own. Lauritzen with the shot, initially saved, but he got the rebound. And to go. We have got the equalizer here. That's a second goal this season, Lauritzen. I knew he was going to be an important player for us, but I didn't expect these goals from him. I honestly didn't expect him to be a player who is going to be consistent with the goals. And I thought he was going to be important in the sense of assist, in the sense of how we want to play midfield. The referee's going to pull that one back for a yellow card, I'm sure. But Mulligan with the touch, waiting for the run. He finds Henry on the far side. We're going to try and put across here if we can. Richard Kone, free in the box. Richard Kone makes it 2-1. And this could be another game where we come from behind to win the game. We're definitely the comeback kings right now. If we go down, no pressure, no panic at all. I feel like we've got players to turn games around. We've got good players on the team who can score goals, who can create chances. And that cross from Henry, the finish, the fourth of the season from Richard Kone here, that was always going to be a yellow card, so terrible tackle there. I mean, I did say, I mean, was it last season that I pointed out Charlie Webster is one of those players that he draws attention, you know. He draws so much attention to himself and wins so many free kicks for us. Going into the second half here, Birmingham City. They will start from the left to right hand side for the second half. That's Hall on the ball, one of the centre midfielders that we have targeted for a couple of seasons now, and we're still targeting. Who knows what would happen with him in the future? Oh, he's played in a good ball there to Stanfield. He's run that sort of late runs behind the defense. There's not much I can do to stop it other than just, you know, try to stay compact as much as possible, which we have tried to do in the second half. But every time he makes those runs, it almost feels like they find him in behind the defense. Oh, that is a good cross to the far post. Was that Stanfield again winning the header there? I'm not so sure, but Mark Leonard replacing Hall for the remaining 20 minutes or so. Substitutions of our own, Adamson and Mary and Benarus coming on to replace Kone. Lauritzen, who is also tired. He's been so good in this game. It's good to have players to be able to rotate the team, bring players off the bench, and also feel like those players coming on are good enough to be able to either go on to win the game or hang on to collect all 3 points. No way! No way! We tried everything possible there to gift Birmingham City that equaliser, but fortunately for us, we held on to collect all 3 points, and for the third game in a row, we have come from behind. In this episode, we've come from behind to win the game. I mean, what a start to the season, by the way. 6 games played, 5 wins and 1 draw, 16 points, level on points with Wolverhampton at the moment, and in second place, Blackburn Rovers in third. Everton have now dropped to 6th. You have got Plymouth in 7th there. Plymouth have also started the season quite well, considering they were in League One last season. Queen's Park Rangers bottom, Millwall second bottom. At the moment, Blackburn Rovers third bottom there. We faced Blackburn Rovers in our last game in 6 days' time. I mean, I cannot believe the start to the season that we have had right now. You know, as much as we've come from behind in the last few games, you think about the Norwich, the Leeds United, the Bolton Wanderers, the Birmingham City, as much as we've come from behind to win those games and being nicknamed the Comeback Kings right now, we want to try and avoid that moving forward. We know it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not sustainable. You cannot always come from behind. Sooner rather than later, it will come back to bite us, to hunt us. But we've got to change that. We've got to be the team that scores the first goals. That's important, because when you score the first goal, you can relax a little bit. You can play your football. It also, you know, gets your opponents out of positions and give you the opportunity to pick them apart even more. But hopefully, we will change that in this game here against a good Blackburn Rovers side, rather. I should say, not Birmingham City, against a good Blackburn Rovers side. Richard Kone has been impressive with the goals right now, top scorer last season. I was a little bit surprised we never got any offers to say for him. We got offers, but loan deals from Ajax. I think Besiktas was the other team offering us a loan deal, which it didn't make sense, especially with the players they were offering us. And I'm happy to keep him here for one more season. Hopefully his goals gets us in the top 6, and who knows, promotes it to the Premier League for next season. It will be worth it. But I'm really surprised that we never got any big offers for him. Retain to Brown. Excellent defending there from Arthur Stewart. Plays in Odua. There's space on the inside. Odua finds Webster. Can we go out wide? Is he going to make the run? It's been covered. The run there was blocked. Back to Patrick. Oh my! Back to Parkin rather. Colour Parkin, who we know can hit it from outside. To be fair, most of the goals Parkin scores, they are in most occasions screamers. He doesn't like to score normal goals. When he does score, they're most often than not worldies, as he tried on that occasion but good save from the goalkeeper. Doumbia here blocks him, escape past his man. But the shot's not into trouble, the goalkeeper there. It is off target. I mean, the likes of Arthur Stewart and Carla Parkin, they were not the highest of potential when we promoted them. I think in the lower end of the 70s. So they will soon hit that 70 potential that, oh no, oh, that is beautiful. The little shimmy there from, Charlie Webster to just skip past the defender there. The defender sold himself quite easy, to be honest. It made it easier for me. Look at this. The little drop of the shoulder there, get off my way. And the finish, when he gets in those sort of position, he always finds a target. They are from the back here if we can. But I was saying, the likes of Arthur Stewart and Carla Parkin, they don't have crazy potential. I don't know how often dynamic potential kicks in on the game, because it would be nice to see them grow a little bit more. By the end of the season, I think they would have hit their potential given to them by the game. But the fact that they're still young, they're both 19 years of age, you would expect dynamic potential to kick in, and they will get so much better than that. I'm hoping for that to happen, but you never know. It'd be a shame if that doesn't happen, but I still think they're good enough to carry on doing a job for us at this level anyway. And let's see what happens in the future. We're trying to go for that second goal here. It's only a matter of time. We've been by far the better team. Possession given away. And the referee is going to call it a day for the first half. If we play like this in the second half, we will win the game. Cross here from Pickering, who was on our short list as one of the possible left-back stroke centre-back candidates that we wanted to sign. But that's all about Caregive, though. Doing the defensive side of the game is not just twinkle toes as he's showing right now. Oh my God, the quality from this player. Caregive still going out wide to Benarus. Benarus back to Gibb. Gibb's gonna hit it with his right foot. What a goal that could have been, man. What a run from Caregive that was. This is what I like about Carla Parkin. When he holds the ball up like this, it's with that 6'2" frame of his. There's not much players that can intercept and get possession of him. I think that was Malcolm Adamson with a shot on target there. Tyrese Dolan coming off the bench in the last few seconds of the game. That's a bizarre decision. He's one of the better players for Blackburn Rovers. I'm not sure how he's not started the game. And even if he doesn't start, the goalkeeper will deal with that one. You'd expect him to get at least 20 minutes, half an hour in the second half. To bring him on with a few seconds to go, he's not even touched the ball for them. That is disappointing for the player. It's good news for us because, to have one of their best players be on the bench, I will take that all day. It's a 1-0 victory for us here. Well, good start to the season is an understatement right now. It's a great start to the season. Top of the league and unbeaten in our opening 7 games in the league. 6 wins and a draw. Burnley in second. You've got Coventry, Everton, Wolves, and Swansea completing the top 6. And all the way to the bottom, you have still got the likes of Millwall, Blackburn Rovers, Queen's Park Rangers, and Bolton Wanderers there. What a start to the season, not just in the league, in all competitions as well. We are into the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. But smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed this one. And of course, I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.